Hello and welcome back to Technically Bedrock. Now, it's been a little while since I've been here, so I'm sorry about that, guys. I had some things to do in real life, and, you know, I'm back here now, and we've got some stuff to do today. Now, the main thing that I want to get done today is actually get myself a couple of slime chunks organised. So to do that, I am going to have to switch on my coordinates. Now, a lot of you guys have been saying that I should have switched it on a while ago because it's no longer a treat. But, you know, I just wanted to try and play without them for a while. But I've come to the point where I actually really need them. So I need to switch on my coordinates, which I'll have to go out of game, switch them on and all that kind of thing. And I also need to get myself a bit more gravity blocks because I don't have any sponge. So I've just sort of duped this lot up together from the last episode. You'll have seen me building the sand duplicator or gravity block duplicator, and this has literally taken less than 5 minutes to get. It's taken no time at all. So I think I'm going to get myself a couple of double chests of at least each of them, because they're going to be really useful as concrete and all that kind of thing. So I'm going to go and do a little bit of sand duplication, and we're going to get the coordinates switched on, and I'm going to get myself some coordinates where I am and find myself a couple of slime chunks in this area and see how much work there is to do. Now, ideally, I don't know, maybe it's good to actually have them built into this area, so whilst I'm here, yeah, I think that should be a really good idea. If these were actually in this area, if I could get 2 slime chunks underneath these areas, then that would be absolutely perfect. And then I can just sort of, yeah, get slime whilst I'm stood here, whilst I'm talking to you guys, saying hello and welcome. So let's go and get some things together, and I'll be back in a moment or two. Okay, and we're back. Now, I've been away, I've switched on the coordinates, which was a bit more complicated than I thought it would be for a realm. I had to download it, I had to change the setting in the settings and then re-upload it. But, you know, it's done now, so you can see in the top left-hand corner, that's my coordinates. Now, what I did was I went over to the slime finder site. Basically, I'll put a link down in the description for the one that I used, and that basically takes the coordinates where you are and it'll show you all of the slime chunks around you. So I stood in the middle there and I got my coordinates over there, and it said basically there are 2 slime chunks right here, 1 and 2. Now there's another 2 much closer into the middle. However, I kind of figured that I'd like the entire area out here to be something that I can walk across or run across. And for this to work properly, I'm going to need for it to be open air. So I'm going to do it out here instead to make sure that I get the surface spawns. So I've got with me all of my gravity blocks, and it is going to require me to fill up these 2 chunks with sand and gravel, and that's going to be quite a lot of work because that looks like it goes down a fair distance. Let's jump in and have a look. Sorry, you can't see a thing. So that was at 63. Oh, and I can't bother to go all the way down because of the new slow swimming down thing, which is sort of happening in this current version. But anyway, I think that's probably around about 40 blocks down. So I'm going to need a lot of sand for this. So yeah, I might as well start getting on, filling in these 2 chunks with sand. Now, another thing that I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to clear up this island over here and this island over here, and that means lighting it all up to make sure that I'm not going to get any spawns on there, so that when I do get spawns, they're all going to be focused down here in my slime chunks. I'm just going to go for a really simple design initially and maybe look at upgrading it later. After maybe 1.3, I want to see what 1.3 brings in terms of spawning mechanics. But yeah, let's get on with that, and I'll just start placing out some sand. So I'll be back in a moment. And in the blink of an eye, we're back. Now, I can tell you something, it did not take a blink of an eye to get to this stage. It took quite a lot longer, and I can see a creeper over there, so I'm going to get my bow and arrow. I'm not taking a chance on this guy. So let's see that, and let's get that in the right position. And where are my arrows? Yeah, you. That'll do. So I've been away and I've been placing sand, and I've been going to get more sand, and I've been placing more sand, and I basically had enough of sand. I have seen enough sand to survive a lifetime. Where did the creeper go? You were here, I saw you. Did you actually despawn right in front of me? Anyway, this great big pad right here is what I've been working on. Now, as you'll see, it's a little bit wider than the chunk, because what I plan to do is put in glass at this stage, and I'm going to keep the sand outer wall initially, just so that I can place the glass easily. And this is actually where the chunks are, so this is where the chunk begins. So I now need to go down, all the way down to the bottom. Let's see how deep this is. Have I got a spade? I don't have a spade. Okay, let's get a spade. Right, spade in hand. I'm going to dig down here, and we're going to see how deep this is. Now I've got one piece of sand on me. Let's put that in there, because this will give you an idea of how much sand I've been placing. Right, there we go. That is 31 deep before I hit the gravel down there, which is ridiculous. That took absolutely ages. So it's basically half a stack every single time. So that has been a huge pain to place all of that. But we're there now. We managed it. We got there. And now I've got a lot of work to do in terms of clearing a lot of this sand back up. So yeah, there we go. That's what I'm going to be doing for a while now, is breaking a lot of sand again. But I have to admit, this is kind of satisfying. It does feel kind of nice. So what I thought I could do is, whilst I'm actually doing this, I thought I could do a little bit of a talky section thing and just try and multitask and talk to you guys whilst I'm breaking down all of this sand. Now, just a little bit of an update on the channel generally. The channel's probably going to have a little bit of an irregular upload schedule over the next few weeks, maybe the next month or two. I've got a few things going on in life, which means that, you know, I've got to put the channel a little bit secondary and start sort of focusing on other things a little bit. But don't worry, I will be uploading and making videos as and when I can. It just may be a bit more irregular than usual. But I'm still going to aim for one video a week-ish if I can. So yeah, that's kind of what's going on at the moment. But this is going quite well. As you can see so far, what I've got knocked down is half of it, a bit more than half. And I've got 3 double chests on the go, and I keep having to empty my inventory, mainly because it's a bit of a mess at the moment. But, you know, this is just going to take a little bit of time. And as this has taken so long, what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave it half finished, as it were. So I'm going to get this set up and just check and make sure that slimes are actually spawning down here. And then we're going to actually finish it off completely in the next episode. And I think I'm going to lose connection. No, there it is. Great. I've been getting kicked off the realm recently quite a lot. Goodness knows why. Maybe slightly bad connection. Maybe something going on. But yeah, I've run this on a realm, and I'm not actually that impressed with how realms are ran. You know, it's fine for running a single player world like this. But really, realms are there for the whole better together aspect to the game. And it just doesn't seem to address that, in my opinion. You know, the more people you have on, the harder this game is to play on a realm. So if you get 10 people on, then you're talking about it crashing and you're not going to get any mob spawns. And people are just getting a bit frustrated with that. Like I say, I'm not having any problem with it, but I occasionally get lag spikes and I occasionally get kicked off. But yeah, it's not that impressive coming from a Java perspective, where you've got basically completely free... Oh, gosh. See, that was a weird lag spike. Yeah, it's happening again. Basically, on the Java side of things, you've got really good server software. That means that you can run a vanilla game properly. And I can only really play a vanilla game. I can't play any other type of game because it's technical. And if I do something on a non-vanilla server... Look at this. This lag. If I do something on a non-vanilla server, then, you know, it's not going to be something that people can replicate. It's going to be something which, you know, I can do on there, but it's not something which anyone can do. And that's the whole point of running a Let's Play series like this, a technical Let's Play series, where people can see what you're doing and they can try and replicate it. Oh, goodness. This lag is so weird. Anyway, guys, that's probably the end of the little talky section. I'm just going to carry on and do my best with this lot and see where we get to. Okay, so that is all cleared. Now, if you listen real carefully, I'm hoping the sound's actually coming through, because I've had a couple of troubles getting the sound through on this, but if the sound's coming through, you might just be able to hear some slime. Yeah, I can definitely hear it. It's coming over. So it sounds like actually there's maybe something underneath here, maybe a cave. But it's particularly in this sort of corner area. So if I go down a wee bit, I don't want to get caught out by falling into a cave area. Okay, so there's a slime, which is really, really good news. So that means that these chunks are correct. Without question, these chunks are correct. Now, this guy has a very unfortunate predicament because he's spawned right in an area where he can't actually get out, which is great for me because I can just, you know, pick him off. It's really easy. And I'm going to have to deal with these guys. Oh, what's that? Is that a spawner back there? Yeah, there's a light back there, isn't there? Oh, and there's still slime. I see you. I see you. Come on. These guys have got no pathfinding at all. Absolutely useless. Okay, right. Thank you. Right, so there's definitely a spawner up ahead. Unless that's just one of my arrows that's flown forward, but maybe it is, maybe it isn't, I don't know. Anyway, I'm just going to light this up a little bit and see what I can see. Okay, so it was one of my arrows. That's fine. Okay, so basically I know that this is a slime chunk and I know it's going to work now. So let's just go and stack back up a little bit and get back into where I was actually working. Get some sand on this. Now, for now, I'm just going to do the one layer. So I can actually go one layer higher up here, and I'm going to build a sandstone floor at this level because I've used a lot of sand in this, in actually generating this two-chunk area. So I'd like to use some sandstone actually in the build as well. So let's get some of this sand. Now, if you haven't seen this, this is all of the sand which I placed. And that's not even going all the way down because I stopped at the very first level where I'd be able to get the spawns. And obviously this is a too thick wall outside there as well, which I need to replace with glass. So first things first, I'm going to put in a floor here, and I'm going to put in the jack-o'-lanterns as well so that I can start seeing if I get any of those surface spawns happening straight away. So I'm just going to make some sandstone and just start laying it out from the corners. Now I want to place in some jack-o'-lanterns as I go, so let's take the shovel out because I don't think I need that. And I think around about there is going to get quite a nice bit of lighting in, and it should stop any spawns of anything else that I don't want. And then just need to work this out. So if I come in on the diagonal there by 2, take that, and place those there like that. Get a jack-o'-lantern in there. And then all the way around like that. Yeah, I love this texture. I just like sandstone. Right. Let's take these out. And we're going to go 1, 2, 1, 2, and then what have we got? If I place another 2 jack-o'-lanterns there, that's going to get plenty of light all the way around. And I don't think there's going to be any areas that are left dark. And it's going to give plenty of space for the slimes to spawn on. So what's that? That's a gap of 4. 2, 3, 4. A little bit of lag. Jack-o'-lantern, jack-o'-lantern. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. Jack-o'-lantern, and then sort of build it out like that. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and fill all of this out and get my lighting in place, and then we're going to sit around and wait for a spawn. And what I might do in the meantime is actually go and light up one of the islands and see if I can get some decent spawns down here, at least see some spawns. Okay, back in a moment. Okay, so that's the floor all finished there. Now, I'm going to wrap this up about here because I really want to get a video out for you guys. And it's actually going to take a bit longer to get the things done that need to be done to make this working. So what still needs to be done here is I need to put in the glass edging around the outside to make it look nice, of course. I need to go out and light up the islands out there, but I'll do that between the episodes. Next episode, we'll get the glass in here, and we're going to get 4 golems into place here. And I think the main thing that I need to do is go out there and make sure that there's no slime or no mobs out on the islands, just taking up the mob cap. So I want to make sure that the entire mob cap is just here, really. And I haven't seen any slime spawn up on this level yet, so I'm sort of hoping to see one soon. But anyway, I'm going to leave it at that for today because this took an absolute age to put down. And that was the biggest part of this by far. I'm really happy to have got it done. And of course, I've got a lot more work to do around the place. So we're going to finish that off in the next episode. So anyway, guys, I just wanted to say thank you very much for watching. Let's take off the hat and the shirt and just say thank you very much properly without my hat on. So I just wanted to say thank you very much for watching, and I hope that you enjoyed the episode. I'm sorry you had to wait so long for this episode. But anyway, hopefully we'll get into a nicer routine going forward. But anyway, I just wanted to say thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, please do leave a like. And if you want to see some more, drop me a subscribe, and I hope to see you again soon. Goodbye.